Your body does not treat all calories equally, not even close. 100 calories from a sugary snack hit your system fast, spike your blood sugar, cause an insulin surge, crash your energy, and make you hungrier an hour later. 100 calories from lean chicken support muscle, increase metabolism, stabilize hunger, and help you burn fat even while resting. This difference determines whether your body becomes a fat burning machine or a fat storing one. The reason calorie counting diets fail is simple. Your hormones, appetite, metabolism, and recovery are controlled by macros, not by calories. You can starve yourself with low calories, but if your macros are wrong, fat loss barely moves and your energy tanks. You don't need to suffer more, you need to eat smarter. Protein is the first macro you must prioritize because it controls the most things at once: your hunger, your recovery, your metabolism, your muscle mass, your immunity, and even your sleep. If you don't eat enough protein, you're constantly hungry, your cravings spike, and your body starts breaking down muscle instead of fat. Muscle is expensive tissue. Your body burns calories maintaining it. Lose muscle, and your metabolism slows, even if you eat the same amount of calories. That's why you know people who eat like birds and still gain weight, and others who eat more but stay lean because their protein and muscle mass are higher. A solid guideline is eating zero point 0.7 to 1 gram of protein per pound of your target body weight. Want to weigh 160 pounds? Aim for 120, 160 grams daily. Want to weigh 140 pounds? Aim for 100, 140 grams. Spread it across meals, because giving your body steady protein signals it to burn instead of store and keeps you full between meals. Healthy fats come next, and they're essential. When you cut fat too low, your hormones suffer, your mood drops, your joints ache, and your hunger increases dramatically. Fats give long lasting energy, support your brain, protect your nerves, and help control appetite. The key is choosing the right fats: olive oil, nuts, seeds, avocado, salmon, rather than deep fried foods, trans fats, and the deadly fat and carbohydrate combination found in fast food and desserts. When your meal is high in both fat and carbs, insulin rises while calories skyrocket, and your body stores the excess easily. This is why pizza, burgers, ice cream, donuts, pastries, and creamy pasta dishes are so fattening. It's not just the calories, it's the macro combination that tells your body, store this for later. Carbs are not evil, they're simply high-powered fuel that must be used intentionally. Complex carbs, oats, potatoes, vegetables, fruits, quinoa, rice, beans, digest slowly, stabilize appetite, and support physical performance. Processed carbs, white bread, sugary snacks, juices, pastries, breakfast cereals, spike your blood sugar and crash your energy. The trick is timing. Eat more carbs on active days, before or after workouts, or when your body clearly needs fuel, and eat fewer carbs on rest days, low energy days, and late evenings if your goal is fat loss. This flexible approach keeps your body energized without causing fat storage. Listen to your performance and your sleep. If you're dragging, not recovering, or waking up at night hungry, you may need more quality carbs. If you feel heavy, bloated, or constantly snacky, you probably need a little less. One of the simplest and most powerful tools you can use to control macros without stress is your hand. Your palm is your protein serving, your fist or cupped hand is your carb portion, your thumb is your fat portion. For most people, 1 to 2 palms of protein, 1 fist of carbs, and 1 to 2 thumbs of fat per meal is a solid starting point. This method automatically adjusts to your body size and works anywhere: restaurants, work lunches, vacations, family gatherings. It takes away the stress of weighing food or counting every gram. With just your hand, you can build perfectly balanced meals that support your goals without looking obsessive or awkward around other people. Many people unknowingly sabotage their progress with a few common mistakes. Not eating enough protein leads to cravings, snacking, and muscle loss. Mixing high fat and high carb foods creates ideal fat storage conditions. Tracking calories but ignoring macros creates metabolic chaos and makes you feel like your body is broken. Women often undereat fats, hurting hormonal balance and menstrual health. Men often undereat protein, hurting performance, testosterone, and recovery. Vegetarians frequently rely on incomplete protein sources without combining them properly, and then wonder why they feel weak or hungry. Even kids need steady protein to support growth, focus, and stable energy, although the amounts are smaller relative to active adults. There are also small details that matter more than most people realize. Cooking protein at very high temperatures can reduce amino acid quality and create burnt residues, so gentler methods like baking, steaming, slow cooking, or light grilling help keep nutrients intact. Cheap supermarket meat can be completely fine for fat loss and basic health. The priority is hitting your total protein intake, trimming visible fat if needed, and preparing it in a simple way. The same goes for carbs and fats. Yes, organic and high end products are great if you can afford them, but consistency with decent choices beats perfection with constant cheating and frustration. Once these macro principles click, everything becomes surprisingly simple and much less emotional. Instead of asking, is this food good or bad? You ask, where is the protein here? Where are the fats? Where are the carbs? What does my body need right now? You build meals around protein, add healthy fats intentionally, and use complex carbs as performance fuel instead of comfort food. You use your hand to measure portions, avoid the high fat, high carb combo most of the time, and adjust your carbs depending on how active you are that day. This structure gives you stable energy, fewer cravings, better focus, improved recovery, and steady fat loss without starvation, guilt, or obsession. To see how this looks in real life, imagine a simple day built on these principles. Breakfast might be an omelette made with a couple of eggs and extra egg whites for protein, a handful of vegetables, and a small side of oats or a piece of fruit. At lunch, you choose a palm of grilled chicken, a fist of potatoes or rice, and a big serving of salad with a thumb of olive oil. In the afternoon, instead of reaching for cookies, you have Greek yogurt with some berries and a few nuts. Dinner might be a piece of fish, roasted vegetables, and a smaller portion of carbs if you were less active, or a larger one if you trained hard. Even a social meal at a restaurant can follow the same pattern. Look for the protein first, then choose a reasonable carb side, and keep the fats under control. You are not chasing perfection. You are repeating a simple structure until it becomes automatic. Over time, these choices compound. Your clothes fit differently, your face looks less puffy, you wake up with more energy, and you finally feel that what you eat is working for you instead of against you. Remember that macro mastery is not about being perfect every single day. It is about raising your average. Some days will be cleaner, some days will be messier, and that is normal. What matters is that most of the time your meals follow the same clear logic: enough protein, controlled fats, smart carbs, sensible portions. When you go off track, you do not panic or start over on Monday. You simply return to the blueprint at the very next meal. That is how real change happens in the body. Not through extremes, but through simple rules applied consistently, even when life is busy, stressful, or unpredictable. Step by step, meal by meal, you rebuild your habits, reset your metabolism, and create a body that feels lighter, stronger, calmer, and capable every single day. Thanks for watching. If this hit you even a little, tap like, hit subscribe, and share it with someone who needs a wake up call. One click from you, and it might completely change their journey. See you in the next one.